Hey, this will be a video chart on LLEG. Been a very monster-like chart, and people have been kind of giving me a heads up on it for quite a while, and I'm just now getting around to it. So probably safe to say that I'm a little bit late to the party, but nonetheless, hopefully everybody can have a better idea of what's going on from the technical perspective after I get done with the video. So what I want to do is just go over the supports and resistances, and kind of what you want to seize and don't want to seize. So the first thing to point out, and which is hopefully the most obvious thing on the chart, is just these past 2 days and their volume bars. Absolutely gigantic volume. You look at the recent history, and it's not even close. And then on top of that, you combine that with the fact that all these shares were trading at much higher prices than these. So not only is the shares traded volume significantly higher, but the dollar volume is also quite a bit higher. So really kind of firing on all cylinders from the volume analysis standpoint. The one thing that did happen today, but which you do need to take note of, is that volume did decrease even though the price was increasing. But, and this is the big but, take a look at the price range that the stock did trade at today. You can see that it was at a higher price, so therefore dollar volume was probably about the same, but looking at just shares traded, it's a little less. But dollar volume once again is the key thing, and my bet would be that it was either the same as yesterday or maybe even a bit more. You got to keep in mind that a stock can trade 5 billion shares, but if it's only sitting at 0001 or 0002, the dollar volume on that isn't too impressive. But if you're getting a stock that's trading this amount of shares and it's up in this price range, that's obviously much more than a 0001 stock. So now let's talk about some support levels here. The first support level is going to be, well, after today's action, still I would consider it the ideal support level, meaning that if this level doesn't hold up as support, no need to panic. So I'll leave that as a skinny green line, this level being at 0.0042. And what I mean by the ideal level is if the price were to come down here, and if someone were to ask me what would be the absolute best possible kind of scenario for the chart to look bullish, it would be to come down here, consolidate before heading back up. Now the reason I'm still considering this an ideal support level is because we still have our moving averages down here. This blue line, which is the 10-day, and this red line, which is the 20-day, are still quite a ways below this, and these are important move or support levels too. So that's why I don't want to call this kind of the end-all support level. But if the price were to come down here and get near either one of these lines, these are what I'd consider the must-hold levels, where if this is going to continue to be a bullish move, then these moving averages should have no problem holding. A perfect example of this is just going back here when the price finally did break above this orange line, which is a 200-day. It was really a matter of, if this is a truly strong move, then this level should be able to hold as support, and sure enough, held as support there. Then came back down here, held as support for about a week and a half straight, and then you can see the follow-through move. So this same application applies here, except now we're not talking about the 200-day, we're talking about these two moving averages right there. Now in terms of resistance levels, this is where it gets pretty fun. The first and actually pretty key level is going to be 006, and I'll show you why in just a second. So what I'm going to do is make this relatively thick, because it is a very important resistance level. It's also going to be pretty stubborn to get through, and the reason why is what I'm going to do is change to the weekly time frame. That way I don't have to scrunch up the chart so much. But if we extend this line out, you can see exactly where it finally matches up with to a previous high from back here in October of 09. You can see the price came up here and got rejected by 006. So it does have price history with the chart. Sure, it's been a while, but nonetheless from the chart you can see that this was a previous high, so therefore it is going to be a key resistance level. Now with the way this chart's been going, who knows, maybe 006 will fall tomorrow. If it does, then the next resistance level is going to be up here at, I'm not sure what this level is, 0075. So that would be another key area of resistance. I won't go beyond that just because one step at a time, but from the resistance standpoint, like I said, actually today was a big milestone because we got up here and hit the 006 again, which then corresponds to this area right there. So no surprise that the price wasn't able to break through it today. No need to panic either. It all comes back down to these support levels, and As long as they hold, then things are going to continue to do well. Going back to the daily chart once again, like I was talking about, most recent example, the 200-day was a resistance. It fell. It came back down to get back tested. The support level held, and you can see that this initial move here was a genuinely strong move because the support levels did hold, and then we finally got that follow through. Like I said, same applies here. So if there are any other questions on the chart, please let me know. If not, I'd encourage you to check out bullwarriorstocks.com. If you go there and sign up for the free newsletter, you'll be sent a free ebook, and with your newsletter subscription, you'll get chart setups, trade ideas, educational pieces, all sorts of things from big boards down to penny stocks. There's a good variety, something for everybody. It's all free, no strings attached. We've been making some good money together with our alerts, so I'd encourage you to go to the website, sign up, and give it a try. One more time, this was LLEG. Thanks for listening.